Hey, squids and kids! It's CrashMat104 here in a new series of guides, and over time I'm going to make a guide for every weapon. These will be made of a combination of all the best bits from guides on the internet, my experience with the weapon in the past, and playing the weapon specifically for the guide. Today's weapon is the 52 gal. Let's get started. The 52 gal is the, Monarch's advisor of slow fire rate in weapons. It's the only shooter weapon that fires slowly enough that the main reason why not many people play the weapon is because of how frustrating the low fire rate is. However, to make up for this, it kills in 2 shots and has pretty okay range. To properly begin, let's go over the role of the 52 gal in combat. The 52 gal has range in between support and slayer, and the overlap here between slayers such as the Splattershot Pro and more supportive weapons such as the dually squelchers. I think that it is a slayer closer to the Splattershot Pro, however, due to its short kill time and slow fire rate. This means that when playing the weapon, you will want to be focusing on getting kills and repelling opponents from the objective. The main problem with the 52 gal's slaying ability is its slow rate of fire. This weakens the weapon and also raises its skill floor considerably. If you are using the weapon, you will always be thinking about this slow fire rate. You can, however, make allowances for this in order to increase your survivability. There are a few things you can do for this, like play a different weapon. But if you are really determined to main this weapon, then there are some things you can think about. 1. Don't trust your range to win you fights. It's only slightly longer than an NZAPS, so treat your range like an NZAPS, using it to outrange short-range weapons like the Clapples, but rushing in closer on weapons like the Squelcher and dually squelchers. 2. Don't head into really close range battles, as the 52 gal is defeated at close range by most slayers, from the dualies to the roller. 3. Stay aware of your surroundings and check your back often in order to avoid ambush. The 52 gal cannot survive being ambushed without simply being lucky, and it's bad to trust luck. This then flows rather cleanly into the 3 different sets the 52 gal has, as the default set has point sensor and baller. Make liberal use of the point sensor, and remember, it doesn't cost that much ink, to identify if there are any enemies in spots where you saw a glimpse of movement, and to check areas where you're going to go, or the objective. There really are many uses of the point sensor. The baller also gives you a slightly better chance of surviving any potential ambush, and helps with capturing objectives, for example, in splat zones. This is the best set in my opinion. The second set is the Deco, and it is very stylishly covered in rhinestones, and yes, stylishly is a word. This set comes with curling bombs and Stingray. The 52 gal can turf with reasonable effectiveness, better than the Splattershot Pro, but worse than the regular Splattershot on the dual squelchers. This means it doesn't really need curling bombs, as it doesn't need to either go in close or travel around the map with them. The Stingray also means you have to disengage to use it, but I'm a bit biased against Stingray, as it isn't very fun to use in my opinion, and doesn't always get even 1 kill. This set requires you to be a bit more defensive, as you can't locate opponents with point sensor, and you have to be able to disengage at any moment in order to use Stingray. The final set is the Cancer 52 gal, and it bears a combination of the black and white of the Cancer design and polka dots, because reasons. This set has Splash Wall and Booyah Bomb. Yet again, this is a more defensive set, as the Splash Wall encourages staying still, and the Booyah Bomb needs to be used when you're not in immediate danger. Make sure to save the Booyah Bomb for when it will actually be useful, as opposed to just exploding without affecting the match. Finally, let's go over abilities. The 52 gal doesn't have that much accuracy, despite its low fire rate, and so it's best to generally try and kill people shortly after you start shooting. This means that Ninja Squid is very useful, and in tandem with that, some swim speed up to counteract the slowdown from Ninja Squid. Ink recovery up is also useful, but that's mostly because it's useful with practically all weapons. Special charge up and special saver are useful for the default and Deco 52 gals, as the baller needs to be ready as often as possible to survive ambush, and you might die before you get to use the Stingray. And that's the 52 gal. I hope you enjoy being frustrated by the slow fire rate, and remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Bye, squids, kids, and octolings.